Hey guys, today Shorty and I are going to discuss about betting, and in particular betting with the AFL. It's a very dangerous sport, you might say, mate. Just one of those things you got to keep an eye on, and be really precautionary that you don't get too sucked into it. You've got a bit of a view on sort of the exposure betting gets. Did you want to discuss your thoughts there, mate?
Yeah, sure. It is pretty easy to get sort of really into it because it is so exposed to us. Like, for example, I was at the footy the other day, just outside the ground, and there's a van for the TAB, and you can bet here, and you can bet there, and they're always crossing to the guys on the footy, post-match, pre-match. It's under the round and everything, and even on the Sunday footy show, they cross over to Matty Campbell, I think it is. It's just everywhere. I don't think it's needed. They'll lure you in and everything. They'll give you all these brilliant bets, and then it'll be like, oh, and gamble responsibly as well. It's sort of like it's a contradiction because they give all these brilliant deals, tell you all these lovely offers, and then tell you to gamble responsibly. Well, they know that's not the truth because they've just given you the best odds in the world according to them. But
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with taking a punt in that. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes I think it is overexposed. I feel like there's no need for it to be part of the post-match and things like that. It's footy. It's an AFL game. We don't really want, we want our game to be watched for people who love the game, like horse racing. Let's face it, if you couldn't bet on the horses, no one would watch a horse race.
No, definitely not.
AFL will never come to that, but you don't want betting to come into our game too much. I don't think it needs to, but I think the message is have a punt within your own limits, and don't get too sucked in because it is easy to get sucked in. It can quite easily happen. But what are a few of your thoughts on the whole betting in AFL?
Something you got to be very careful of, definitely. I mean, sort of you want to set your own limits. I think I've been told once 10% of your income is a good sort of judgment call to sort of, put on the line. But obviously you just want to bet within your limits, and you hear the common saying, never chase your losses. Well,
That's a big one.
You just don't do it. I mean, if, you're sort of comparing the two of us, you don't have a punt too often.
No.
I seem to have a punt most weekends.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. I mean, I seem to go all right most weekends, but whether you win or lose, you just everything in moderation, I believe. So it is good fun, but you really when you win, it's awesome. When you lose, you just got to take it on the chin, move on. You don't want betting to sort of take over your life, kind of thing, and as we keep reiterating, can really suck you in. But
that's the thing, you don't want to get to that point where maybe you've had a bad couple of days over the weekend on the footy, and you make it, like you say, you chase the losses, and that's where those offers that they do give and how it is right there, you might be just finally getting over your loss on the Cats you put on against the Swans, and then it pops up on the Sunday footy show and it's in your mind again. So that's one aspect.
Absolutely. I find, and often if you lose a bet, that almost instills you to want to bet more because you want to make up for that loss. But that's exactly what they want you to do, so don't do it. I guess it's like the pokies, and I guess it's like anything really. So it pays to be pretty careful. My biggest personal loss was 120. I had tipped the Swans one day against Richmond at the MCG, and that was when they were going horrible at the G. Had that sort of period where they just couldn't win there. It was a huge mistake, and I tend to not really go much more than 100.
Did Richo kick 7 that day? Was that the
It was in 2011, so it probably wouldn't have been that one, and I would have been pretty young to have a bet then. But, so it pays to be very careful. I don't even know my biggest win, but just be precautionary, be on the move with knowing if they're getting you sucked in.
And actually gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly, guys. If you could take anything out of this video, gamble responsibly. So those are our thoughts on gambling and a few personal experiences there. So tell us your thoughts, whether gambling is sort of a bit pushed to the public a bit too much, a bit too much exposure, we feel. And just generally have your limits and just gamble responsibly. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to us. We always love that. We'll see you guys all soon.